going on over here? So this is my current office situation. This is basically how it always is. Full of cats everywhere. And here we have Miss Pixie. These are our two fosters, so these are not gonna stay with us. You have Pixie with her tail that is dead, and this needs to be chopped off right there, so that surgery is gonna happen pretty soon. And then little Bindi here, she's the talkative one. She has a broken leg, as you can see, which we raised the funds for, so she had her surgery already. And this cast is supposed to come off in about maybe a week or so. But she runs around, as you can see, she climbed up this whole thing with a broken leg. It's just nuts how flexible she still is. And then we have Queen Greta up top right here. Hi Greta. There we go. Good morning guys, this is Sketchmark here and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video we're gonna talk about my 2021 Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus, which I've owned now for a week. I can't believe it's been a week already. It feels like time just goes faster and faster and faster. So what I want to share with you today is the things I like about this car, and also will I ever go back to a gas powered car? That's the big question, so let's dive in. I'm just gonna be completely honest from the get-go. I absolutely love this car. It's the best car I've ever owned. I've never owned anything this nice. It feels weird to be able to drive something this nice because I've never had the funds or the money to be able to do something like it, to buy something like that. I love the interior, the materials. Above all of that is I love the driving experience of this car. And that is of course thanks to the torque that you get instantly from this car. Since it's an electric car, you have the torque, of course, as you know, from 0 miles per hour. It just pushes you forward as soon as you step on the gas. Now, I was kind of a little bit concerned with choosing the Standard Range Plus because I was thinking of getting maybe the long range to get that second extra of 0 to 60 time. It shaves off a second from this Standard Range Plus compared to the long range. But I can tell you, if you're in between the Standard Range Plus and the long range model, I can tell you, go for the Standard Range Plus unless you really need the extra miles that you get from the long range in sense of range. But who drives 250 plus miles every day? Not a lot of people. And I'm still charging on a 110 outlet, and I still wake up every day with a full charge, so it's not a big deal for me. And I think it's not a big deal for 99% of the people out there. And of course, if you're considering buying a Tesla, don't forget to use my referral link down in the description, because you get 1,000 supercharger miles for free, and so do I. So it's a win-win. So if you're buying a Tesla, if you're considering buying a Tesla, use my referral link down in the description. Now, back to the Standard Range Plus compared to the long range. The thing with any Tesla or electric car is that it feels like it's pulling you. It just wants to keep pulling. And because usually in a combustion engine, you feel like there is a slow moment in the beginning where it builds up torque and power, and then you kind of start to feel the power, and then it fades away again. But with electric cars, if you haven't driven an electric car, I would strongly encourage you to go and test drive a Tesla. Right now, what we did is they have contactless test drive. So all you do is just book your test drive online, and you walk up to the car at the Tesla location where the car is located, and they will unlock it remotely, and then you just go for the test drive remotely, which was super cool. And right there and then I thought, this is awesome. I'm probably gonna get this car just because of the technology that was involved in just a test drive. But this power delivery that you have in an electric car, it's really addicting. I'm not tired of it at all, and I think I'm really never going to be tired of it because it's so much fun. And we're gonna go on the on-ramp here. A couple of things that happened over this past week. For example, 5 days in, I got this software update, which seems to have made the little tiny Tesla Model 3 a much more high definition version of the previous one that was on display before this update, which is cool. You can have a lot of fun with that when you're at red lights, and just rotate around the car and have a look at the design of it, analyze some of the line flow, for example. Cool little thing. Another thing, I washed the car 2 times already because I get a lot of bugs on the front end of this, and that annoys the crap out of me. I want to get them away as soon as possible. So washing the car is something I enjoy doing. I don't mind it, and I see that happening probably about once a week or so. But that's more of like relaxing therapy time for me, so I definitely don't mind that. And the third thing that I've noticed is the extremely useful storage spaces that you have in the center console of the car. You have one big in the front, and then you have one equally large in the rear where you have under your armrest. And those fit pretty much anything I need. You can even shove a water bottle in there if you want to. However, one thing I do wish the Tesla Model 3 had was some way of displaying the speed you're going right in front of you, so you don't have to look down on the display for that. It could just be some easy solution like a head-up display or something like that. Other than that, I really like this clean interior. I thought it was gonna feel naked and sterile, but it's actually very nice to not have a lot of distraction inside. The thing with the Standard Range Plus is that from the get-go, you can feel that it takes half a second before it really starts pulling, and that's the difference I felt between the long range and the Standard Range Plus, is that initial punch that you get in, when you get punched back in the seat. That's of course more pronounced or strong in the Standard Range Plus, and the performance I haven't even driven. I can't imagine what a beast that must be to drive. I want to drive that one day. I really want to feel that insane performance, torque and power from the get-go. Maybe I will trade up to that eventually. But we're gonna go on the on-ramp here, and I'm gonna show you exactly why I would pick, still today, the Standard Range Plus over the long range, and that is when you go from, let's say, 30 to 50 or 60. That range is really when you feel the torque and the power of an electric car, and specifically this Standard Range Plus. And that feels like, I used to have a Mustang GT, the Coyote V8, that has 420 horsepower. This feels almost double as quick, specifically in the 30 to 60. So keep a lookout on the speedometer here when we go on the on-ramp. Hopefully there's not too much traffic so we can do a real pull up to 70 or something like that. And just keep a lookout, and you can time it yourself and see how quick this car really is. Alright, so here we go. We have a little bit of traffic, but I'm gonna push it now. So we're doing 40. Just look at how fast we go up to, let's say, 70. Let's try and get it up to 70. And there we are. It's just nuts how quick this car is. And I can't believe that this is just the base model. So that's what I'm saying. If you're considering the Standard Range Plus or the long range, and you think the Standard Range Plus is going to be too slow, I can tell you it is not slow. It will really push you back in that segment of speed. So it's a lot of fun to drive, even on the highways like this, and it's extremely comfortable. So the thing is, would I go back to a gasoline car? The thing is, when I bought this car, I knew I would like it. I knew that I would like the Tesla because I already test drove the long range. What I didn't know is that I was about to fall head over heels for this Standard Range Plus. I absolutely love this car, and after buying it, it might sound crazy. It might sound like I'm just recently falling in love with the car, and I'm just showering it with good things. But the thing is, I don't really see the need for an internal combustion engine for any type of daily driver. If you're commuting back and forth to work, I really don't see why you shouldn't be able to have an EV, because it just makes more sense. Where it does make sense to have an internal combustion, I can see that if it's a specialty car, if it's for example, a supercar, or if it's a supercar, they are becoming electric as well, and the performance, as we know, is going to be insane when they are electric supercars as well. But let's say that you have an old classic, an old muscle car or something like that. That I can see why you want it to be an internal combustion, because that's the entire soul of the car. If you make that into electric, yes, you can appreciate the design and the shape of the car, but really what you're losing a lot of the soul of what, or the essence of what that car really is. So for me, if I'm going back to an internal combustion car, it has to be one of those two categories. It either has to be an old Chevelle, like 67 Chevelle. You can't really have that as an electric car. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be the same. Or it has to be a supercar, where you really want that noise and that experience of the sound and everything that comes with an internal combustion car and combined with a supercar. Other than that, for all the other categories, I don't really see why I would go back to a regular gas-powered car. So that's my 1 week review or experience with the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus. As you can tell, I really love this car, and I'm glad I made the choice to not spend the 10,000 extra for the long range and stick with the base Standard Range Plus, because really it is enough, and it's a great entry-level EV or introduction to what Tesla really is, in my opinion. If you want more performance, you can always go with the long range, or even the performance, which I can't comprehend really how quick that car must feel like and be. I look forward to experience that one day. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you're considering a Tesla, use my referral link down in the description for 1,000 free supercharger miles. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.